Well, good morning, Virtual Bandila. I'm super excited to be here with you again.
Today we're going to learn and fill our little brains with new information. Hey, I want to tell you something. You don't know what happened to me today. I happened to be at the grocery store with my mom, and while she was looking for the vegetables, I went over to the candy section. Oops. My mouth watered. I tried to resist the temptation, but my eyes were drawn to a bag of candy so colorful that I couldn't resist. I grabbed the bag and slipped it slyly into the cart, but my mom caught me in the act. She looked at me with a smile and said, "Foxy, remember that candy is delicious, but it's also important to eat healthy things that are good for your body." And well, she was right. Since I had already eaten sweets yesterday, I asked her to prepare me for the evening a delicious vegetable cake that I like very much, and he said yes. Hey guys, I want to tell you something that happened to me during dinner yesterday. I was enjoying a delicious pizza, but all of a sudden my stomach started making strange noises. Oops, it sounded like it had its own orchestra inside me. I was amazed and wondered, what is going on in my tummy? So I decided to investigate and discovered that my stomach was working hard to break down food and extract all the necessary nutrients. It's amazing how our body performs all this digestion process to nourish us and keep us healthy. So guys, get ready for a trip inside our bodies, and we'll learn together how the wonderful digestive system works. But listen up, this is just the beginning. I have the ideal artificial intelligence to practice on this topic. It's called ChatGPT, and it's a chatbot that can solve all the doubts you may have. At any time of the day, of course, but don't be anxious. In a little while, I'm going to show you how we can use artificial intelligence tools to do amazing things you would never think possible. And I will be your co-pilot on this adventure. Get ready for a stream full of amazing surprises. Listen in. Back to today's topic. I think it's super interesting that before we dive into the fascinating world of the digestive system, let's know some basics. And I guess we could ask FlexFlix GPT what we should know before exploring this topic. Let's see. I'm going to open the chat, or as I call it, my magic notebook. Remember, to use this tool, you need to have downloaded the FlexFlix app from your smartphone or tablet. All right, I'm going to write to you. Hello, chat. In my streaming today, I'm going to explore the topic digestive system. I'd like you to tell me in one paragraph what a 12-year-old like me should know before learning about this topic. Let's see, we're waiting for the answer, folks. Wow, look, there he answered. I'm going to read. Before learning about the digestive system, it's helpful to know that there are different systems in the body that control and coordinate the function of all the organs, such as the nervous system and the circulatory system. In addition, it is important to understand that the food we consume is transformed into essential nutrients for our body through a process called digestion. So you would be prepared to delve deeper into the topic of the digestive system. Wow, super interesting. Sure, I already knew that, gang. How about you? Well, we do now, folks. We're going to keep learning together, but this time we're going to do it with a video from FlexFlix. You know, we always find the best educational videos there. Let's see, it was over here. Here it is. Let's watch it.
Our body cannot use the foods as we know them. It needs to modify them through the digestion. Digesting is like separating food in their constituent nutrients. What for? To incorporate all we need and is good for us, and to eliminate that which is not. It is not so hard because we have got many organs to help us. They are the organs of the digestive system. Our food goes through a certain process throughout which it is separated and dissolved. What is that process like? Let's see, where does the food enter our body and is first chewed? The mouth, miss. That's right. First, our teeth chew and grind the food. This is called mechanical digestion. But in our mouth, there also takes place a chemical digestion. because the acids in our saliva soften the chunks of food to smoothly go down through the pharynx and reach the esophagus as a kind of round mass. So after the mouth, the food goes through the pharynx down to the esophagus? Right. That round mass being digested is called bolus. Bolus? Yes, bolus. And the movements of the esophagus make this bolus till it gets to the stomach. What happens in the stomach? In the stomach, much more acidic fluids than the ones in the mouth are added. These fluids are called gastric juices. The stomach contains many muscles, which their movements mix and grind the food. What is that kind of digestion called? Mechanic? Yes, mechanical, because of the movement of those muscles, but also chemical because of the gastric juices. Thus, the stomach sends the small intestine much smaller pieces of food. Once it reaches the intestine, what happens with the bolus? There are other juices added. These juices come from two very close organs, the liver and the pancreas. And then? Digestion comes to its end, and the nutrients are absorbed and distributed through the blood throughout the body. The remainder is dried out in the large intestine and eliminated through the feces when we go to the toilet.
Wow, you guys! After learning about the digestive system and how our body processes food, I realized something amazing. It turns out that every bite we take is like a little treasure that goes into our body to nourish it and keep it strong. It's as if our body is one big piece of equipment at work, with each organ doing its job to make sure everything is working properly. Now I understand why it's so important to eat healthy foods and chew well, gang. It's like giving clear instructions to our work equipment to do its best. And you know what, guys? I realize that we are the bosses of this team. We get to make smart choices about what we eat and take care of our bodies in the best way possible. Who knew it would be so much fun to learn about the digestive system, right? Hey, and you know what? It occurs to me that to make it even more special, we can ask FlexFlix GPT to help us create a song on this theme. What do you say? Let's see. All right, hold on. I'm going to reopen the chat. All right, I'll call it chat. After learning about this topic, I'd like you to help me create a short song about the digestive system. Let's see. Let's wait for the answer. Wow. Hey, you answered. Let's see. Digestive system. Something special happens in our tummy. The mouth and stomach start to work. The intestines absorb the essentials. The body is a magical machine indeed. Now we know that the digestive system is very powerful and a great friend. It processes food, reserves the essentials for us to grow strong indeed. Wow. I loved it. It turned out great. That's why I always say FlexFlix GPT is my magic notebook. Because did you see how quickly it gave us a great song on the topic we're learning? It's a tool that allows us to learn in a super personalized and flexible way. Okay, now after diving a little bit into the world of artificial intelligence with FlexFlix GPT, we are ready to fully explore this incredible universe. But before we move on, I want to tell you something very important, friends. Remember that artificial intelligence is a very powerful tool that can help us in many aspects of life, but we must always use it responsibly and respectfully, and with the help of an adult, of course. Now let's move on. Very well. As I told you before, today I would like us to use an artificial intelligence tool called ChatGPT, a chatbot that can answer any query you have at any time of the day. You can ask it historical questions or ask it for a recipe. You can even ask it to help you create the lyrics of a song. We can tell the ChatGPT what we have been learning and ask for a brief summary, and then we can create a cartoon with another tool called Pixton. Okay, let's log into ChatGPT. Cool. We're logged in. All right. And now we're going to write to it. Hello, chat. It's Foxy. In my stream today, we learned about the digestive system. I'd like you to summarize the most important points to keep in mind so that I can make a 3-frame cartoon on this topic. Let's see. Look at his answer. That's great. Now let's create the cartoon in Pixton. First, let's go to the Pixton website. Very good. Let's see. I'm going to do the first frame. Wow. Watch this. I'll select this scene. I'll put body. Wow, I love this. I'm going to pick the stomach. Wow. Now I'll select to add text to it. And I'm going to write what I like. There are 2 types of digestion. Chemical, where the juices break down the food, and mechanical, where the stomach moves to mix them. Perfect. Wow, I love it. Now I'll move on to the next painting. I'm going to select the liver. Very good. And now I'm going to write. The liver makes bile, a substance that helps banish glucose, break down fat. Pancreas makes enzymes that help break them down even further. Super. I love it. Now, let's go for the last frame. Now I'm going to select the intestine. Here it is. And I'm going to write. The intestine absorbs nutrients and takes them into the body for. That's perfect. And that's it. Now we'll title the comic Digestive System and save. Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to read the whole thing. There are 2 types of digestion. Chemical, where the juices break down the food, and mechanical, where the stomach moves to mix them. The liver makes bile, a substance that helps break down fats. The pancreas makes enzymes that help break them down further. The intestine absorbs nutrients and takes them into the body for energy. Wow, amazing. Did you see that we can always use our creativity and imagination to boost our knowledge and learn new things in fun ways? We came to a great moment in the stream. You know what I mean, don't you? Yes, it's trivia time. What is the function of the digestive system? Absorb nutrients, prevent disease, or identify what you like and don't like, what you like and what you don't like. Absorb nutrients, option number 1. All right. Let's go to the next one. Where in the digestive system are most nutrients absorbed? The small intestine, the liver, or the esophagus? The small intestine, option number 1. All right. Let's go with the last one. What happens to the nutrients once they are absorbed? Do they pass into the lungs? Are they expelled from the body? Or are they distributed through the circulatory system? They are distributed through the circulatory system. All right, folks, congratulations. Did we do it? A little dance to celebrate? We did it, we did it, we did it. Good trivia. Now our brains are really full of new knowledge. Okay, I'm going to go eat the cake I ordered from my mom. Oh, I can taste it now. Thank you so much for connecting today. I had a great time with you. Oh, before I go, I want to remind you to download the FlexFlix app so you can access FlexFlix GPT and all the rest of our content. See you next stream, folks. I love you.